This is lab B25 called Conservation of Mass. In the previous labs, we talked about chemical reactions and how two reactants can mix together to form a new product, and how the chemical reaction can make the new product. In this activity, we're going to see if the mass changes during a chemical reaction. Two systems we're going to talk about is the closed system and the open system. For the closed system, it means scientists call a container a closed system if none of the reactants or products can escape from the reaction when it occurs. And then open system, if a chemical reaction takes place in a container that allows any reactants or products to escape, it's called an open system. Our challenge today is how does the total mass of the reactants compare to the total mass of the products in a chemical reaction? Okay. In this lab, we are going to use baking soda and vinegar. All right, baking soda and vinegar, which is our two reactants. And we're going to combine them and create a closed system. And we're going to see if the mass changes at all. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 spoonful of baking soda and we're going to place it in a plastic bag. Okay. Then we're going to measure out 15 milliliters of vinegar and we're going to place that into our plastic vial. Okay. And then you're going to carefully place this vial in our plastic bag without spilling it. Okay, so you can see the vial and the baking soda, they are not touching. Okay, and then I'm going to seal the bag. So again, this is called a closed system, so that if there's a chemical reaction that occurs, nothing can escape the bag. Okay. All right. We are going to now measure, okay, how much mass is in the bag. You can say it's 29 grams. So on the bottom of your sheet, you're going to record the mass in grams. So 29 grams. Okay. Then I want you to flip the page over, and I want you to create a hypothesis at the top. It says, will the mass be affected if there's a reaction between two chemicals that are mixed? So if the baking soda and the vinegar mix, will the mass change? So I want you to write your hypothesis. Okay, now, all right, I'm going to take this off the scale, and I'm going to dump the vinegar and the baking soda, and we're going to see if there's a chemical reaction that occurs. Ready? Okay, please record your observations of what you see. The air is filling up, the bag's filling up with air. You saw lots of bubbling, you heard some fizzing. You can record whatever else. There's foam. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to now see if the mass changed at all after the reaction. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it is still 29 grams. So you're going to record that in the final mass, and then you're going to do the change in mass. So you're going to subtract the final minus the initial and record it there. So as you can see that the definition of conservation of mass is neither created nor destroyed